Jane! Welcome to Kawaii Cafe. So today is going to be a chatty video. You've seen from the title, I'm going to recap 2024, the wins, the losses of my small business, and mistakes and lessons that I've learned throughout this year. Yes, so this isn't going to be any groundbreaking editing. I got my coffee here, so feel free, grab a drink or a snack. I'm just here to chit chat. You can put me in the background if you're cleaning or drawing. I do not mind. It's just going to be a chatty video. Now I have my little notepad here. I wrote down some bullet points so we can stay on topic. I'm going to talk about the best and worst parts for 2024 for my small business. A lot of mistakes were made, things that I learned, and then things I feel like I did right. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you guys have followed me on Instagram, you saw a very small preview of this video. I discussed a couple of highlights for my small business, so I'm going to discuss those with you today. The highlights of my year, the things I accomplished with the small business, how I accomplished it, and also mistakes I made, things that I learned along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope this doesn't feel too much like a meeting. I want it to be a more chill video. I personally really enjoy chit-chatty vlogs, and I hope you guys do too. I'm going to just talk your ear off about my small business and what I learned. So, for 2024, I think one of my biggest accomplishments this year is that I had attended 54 conventions. Yes, 54 while doing it part-time, and that was crazy. Most of you guys have probably seen I post Artist Alley vlogs all the time for the past 5 years, and typically I would average maybe 15 to 25 conventions a year, so it was insane doing 54. I learned so much, and I'm gonna admit I did not do it alone. There's no way. There's only 52 weeks in a year, so yeah, that resulted into hiring some new members as well. With the 54 conventions, I believe I attended roughly 40 of them, and then about 15 of them we hired employees and sent them to multiple different areas, different states to sell for me. Yes, so along with the 54 conventions, I actually also hired 5 new team members. Some of them helped me sell at pop-ups while I'm attending others, and then some of them actually help me manufacture my items. So you guys know all of my products are handmade. I make the cups and the sweaters, but along with going to so many conventions, managing my online shop, there was no way I could keep up with it all on my own. So I'm very thankful I was able to hire a couple of close people in my life to help me create hundreds of cups and sweaters for you guys. So along with me making them myself, I did have help, and that was amazing. I regret not doing it sooner. I think if I had hired and delegated help, I could have possibly grown Kawaii Cafe a little bit more. But I mean, it's a learning curve. My small business is my baby and it's my passion. So yeah, it was hard not being the only one making my products, but it definitely helped me keep afloat, traveling to 54 shows this year on top of my part-time job, on top of my Etsy shop, my freelance work, and social media. So I'm super thankful for the 5 new people on my team. They are amazing. They are very hard workers actually, and a lot of them are close friends of mine. So I'm very thankful I had that kind of support. Another really fun point was I got a new studio, which I'm sitting in today. I got the keys in late September, and that was a huge step for my small business. If you guys watched my previous vlogs, you saw that I had been working in my old studio for 4-ish years, I believe 4 years, and that was fun. I love that studio still. It was just a little too small for my work. It was roughly a 10 by 10 room if I remember, but I had halved it with my mom who you saw, she would like do the crochet plushies. So I was really only using like a 5 foot, 6 foot area. So using only half the room to package Etsy orders and make products was very difficult, I think. But I was grateful sharing that space with my mom. She still does work with me, you guys. She just hasn't been traveling with me so much. She's been busy crocheting the plushies and stuff. So yeah, I got the new studio in September, and that's been so fun. My previous vlogs, you guys saw me create this new studio space. I think 2 videos ago, I was making this little Etsy station, and yeah, it's been really exciting. It's so nice to have this space because before, my studio was too small and I didn't have anywhere to keep like these hundreds of cups. So I would have them like in my garage, in my fiance's parents' house. Like my products were everywhere because I didn't have proper storage. So as of September, I finally got a new space, a new office, and I wish I did it sooner. I regret not doing it sooner because, again, it probably hindered my growth. I wasn't able to pack all my Etsy orders at once. I could only do like 10 at a time, and then I'd have to put it in my car and then pack another 10. So it had definitely increased the efficiency of my small business, and I love this new space. This was one of my biggest accomplishments for 2024, and I'm so excited because we expanded into 2 full office rooms. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee because I've been chatting your ear off for a good minute. My next point is that we sold over 6,000 cups, which is amazing. This year, I decided to switch up my products for conventions. I've been mostly selling in the vendors area, and I decided to niche down to cups and sweaters, keeping my product inventory very, very simple for cons so that I could prepare them in a timely manner. Yes. In my old Artist Alley vlogs, I sold things like stationery, mouse pads, apparel, cups, stickers, you name it, everything under the sun. And that was fun, but I had a lot more time to prepare my products. Again, I was going to like 15, 20 events a year, so I would have weeks and weeks to prepare for the cons. But this year, because I overloaded my schedule, 54 cons meant I was going to shows back to back. So like the weekends I'd be at a con and then come back home on Monday. Then the weekdays I'm at my day job, I'm preparing for the convention, and then usually Thursday or Friday we're already traveling to the next convention. So that didn't give me a lot of time to con prep. So we made the executive decision to simplify our inventory so that con prep could be easier, setting up could be easier, and it really helped us establish our brand. One of my goals is to be like one of the biggest cup shops at conventions. Not sure if I'll get to that point, but it helped me organize my time better by simplifying my inventory. Now, I still sell my stationery and other items in my Etsy shop, of course. I can't let go of those products. They're some of my favorites. But as far as traveling at conventions, I simplified my inventory to cups and sweaters, and I sold over 6,000 cups this year. So that was a huge, huge accomplishment for me. My next point, let's go over social media. So for Instagram, I managed to post 108 Instagram videos and a couple non-videos. I didn't really keep track of that one. I'm really proud of that, considering that there's only like 365 days a year. 108 videos is a lot. Now, for Instagram, as far as my growth, I grew about 9,000 followers, and I'm pretty happy with that. One thing is, I was proud of my consistency on social media, but I did have a couple of gaps. Along with so much traveling and con prepping, I have to admit I got kind of burnt out. I didn't schedule too many breaks for myself this year, and that was completely my fault. I was a bit overzealous and thought I could just do it all and still keep up with my online presence, which is crazy. So while I was traveling to these cons, I was vlogging them, but I didn't have time to edit or post them all, and that was sad. Yeah, so I posted 108 Instagram videos. I'm really proud of my content. I varied my videos between like coffee date vlogs, artist alley content, convention stuff, packaging Etsy orders, advice videos. So it was a very similar strategy to 2023, and I think that might have been my downfall actually. As of 2023, I did the same thing. I posted so many Instagram reels because that was what was trending, and I think video content is my strong point as an artist. So 2023, I posted so many reels. I know I definitely posted more. I probably posted like closer to 200 videos last year, and my account blew up. I grew like 100k followers just that year alone, and that was incredible. I was like, sweet, this is working for 2023. I should keep up with this strategy and just make higher quality content. So I basically kept that strategy for 2024. I didn't change too much, and that was to my detriment because even though I spent so many hours recording, editing 100 videos, I gained 9k followers. And that's still really good. I'm very grateful for everyone who has followed me so far. I love to see new faces. But compared to the previous year gaining 100k and then this year gaining 9k, I was like, something's not adding up. I probably should have changed my social media strategy. But yeah, even though I actually grew like 20k followers, but what had happened was I think around the middle of the year, maybe summertime, I was getting so burnt out traveling to these shows and working my day job that my social media dipped a little bit. I stopped posting as frequently, and then my hat's falling off. Oh my god. 1 second, guys. Oh jeez. Was that slipping the whole time? Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Anyway, what was I saying? So I had gained 20k followers in total for 2024, but I slipped up. I got burnt out from all the travel and working and setting up the shop every single weekend and doing 4 events a weekend. So my social media, I'm not gonna lie, I think the quality wasn't as good as 2023. I wasn't able to put as much energy into it, and I fell off in the summertime. I was not consistent. There would be like 1 or 2 whole weeks that I didn't post, and Instagram did not like that. So I lost like 10k followers, which is really sad. I was losing like 100 followers a day, and that was completely my fault because I wasn't able to keep up with my social media cadence. So that was a lesson learned. I shouldn't have stacked so many things on top of my schedule and said, "Oh yeah, you can produce the same amount of content that you did last year when you did like 20 cons." So that was a silly thing, but it's okay. I think the real one stayed and still enjoy my videos, and I'm so happy about that. Oh yeah, so for 2024, I definitely should have changed my social media strategy. I should have adjusted my posting cadence to something more realistic for my schedule. I really thought I could do it all, but I could not. Especially since I'm the one editing all my videos. My brother was helping me edit some YouTube videos for some time, but I was still doing like 99% of it. So that was silly. No wonder I lost followers, but that's okay. I'm happy to grow no matter how big or small. I'm glad to have this community on social media. It's because of you guys I can do what I do for a living. And yeah, I definitely need to change my social media strategy. For Instagram, I've been doing some research now that I've been less busy in December. I've been looking up more stuff. I learned a lot of my social media things from like YouTube and Instagram itself. I don't do any courses or pay any gurus. I just research like, oh, what are some strategies? And then it's just trial and error. So for 2024, I think I need to change up my social media strategy. Speaking of which, I also posted on YouTube. I posted a grand total of 11 YouTube videos, which is not bad. That's like almost one video a month. Oh, actually, if I post this video in 2024, then this will be 12. So that's like one video a month, which is not bad, but yeah, I gained 584 subscribers. So thank you to all the new faces here. I'm glad to also see OG viewers as well. Yes, so I posted 11 videos. Maybe 8 of which were like Artist Alley convention content, and then 3 were studio vlogs. So I definitely fell off on editing my convention vlogs. Like I said, I attended 54 cons this year, but only posted 8 of them. So that's not a very good ratio. But yeah, I can take accountability. I was the only one editing my videos. You know, it would take me roughly like 40 hours just to edit one video by myself, stitching all the clips together, making the thumbnail, voiceovers, making sure it's interesting. I invested in a few things like this little mic here. It's very cute, but I think I might need to upgrade into something better quality. So I did invest in like a gimbal to make my videos more smoother and easier to watch, some microphone. I still record everything on my phone, so it's not groundbreaking technology. My YouTube videos are not like incredible quality, but I think the heart of the content is still there. I do regret not posting more YouTube videos. I feel like Instagram is easier to post on because it's more short form content, but YouTube is very evergreen. Like, even though I posted a video like 3 years ago, I still get active comments and new followers and people just saying, oh, this video was so insightful. I learned so much about this con or that con. And I felt like YouTube was a better way to build a relationship with you guys, to chit chat your ear off like I'm doing right now. So, one of my resolutions for 2025 is to post more YouTube videos, whether that is Artist Alley content or studio vlogs. I just want to post more videos and build a relationship with you guys, show more behind the scenes, the good and the bad. Yes. Also, side tangent, what should I call this vlog? I mean, I'll already be posting this. Should I call it like Chat with Cats or like a coffee date vlog? I don't know. This isn't really a podcast style. I don't think the audio is good enough to be a podcast, but what would you name this little video title? Like a chat with me? I don't know. All right, let's go to the next point. My next accomplishment is that I made 1,680 Etsy sales this year, which honestly is not bad considering that I was closed for half the year. So my shop was open from January to April, and then by April I was so burnt out. I had already attended like 20 events, so I decided to close my Etsy shop. So I closed my Etsy shop from April to October. And then October, I reopened my Etsy shop. And I was so surprised by all of your support. I was worried about closing my shop for 6 whole months, that I would lose all of my traction and no one would be interested in my online orders. So I was really surprised in October, the surplus of orders and support from you all. That was a really nice surprise, and I'm glad I did not lose my Etsy shop from that, because yeah, going on vacation mode for 6 months is not good as a business owner. That's 6 whole months of no income from that stream of income. So that was a sad thing on my part. I really thought I could keep up with you all doing 54 shows, Etsy shop, my freelance work, part-time work. I repeated this so many times. But yeah, so I had a 6-month hiatus from selling on Etsy, so I really only had 6 active months, which was the beginning of the year and the end of the year. I think Christmas season really saved me, doing like my Black Friday sale and Christmas sale. So yeah, 1680 Etsy sales was pretty good. I mostly sold sweaters and cups. I did have like other stationery. I had a couple pouches on there and it did pretty good. And I mostly use my social media to advertise my Etsy shop. So that's where the 108 videos really helped. I didn't gain too many followers, but my social media is my way of marketing my products and connecting with you guys. So yeah, I think it worked out. One of my goals for 2025 is to keep my shop open all year round. Hopefully I can do it. I cannot believe that I closed for half a year. It's the first time I ever done that. But yeah, hopefully I can keep my shop open year round. I'll have better time management. I'll delegate more tasks to more people. Because this year I was the only one packaging my Etsy orders. I didn't really have help like I did in previous years. So I just wasn't able to keep up with it all. I spread myself way too thin. I should have hired someone to help me with that. So 2025, one of my goals is to keep my shop open for a majority of the year. Give myself a few breaks. Like I'm going to be closed for this Christmas break. But yeah, give myself a few breaks and not work this much. All right, and then my last point is that I had some pretty good brand collaborations. I had a couple of sponsored videos on Instagram, and those are really fun. I think I did a pretty good job keeping the sponsorships relevant to my brand. I get sponsorships and like I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. I get a lot of brand opportunities in my emails and in my DMs, and some of them are so exciting. You know, they want to send me cute stuff, and like I'm so tempted. Like that's products I'm genuinely interested in, but it wasn't really related to business so much, so I had to decline a lot. But the few collaborations that I did do, I'm super happy about. I got a like Munbin shipping label printer, and then like a auto heat press, and a bunch of sublimation supplies, and like organization for small businesses. So I'm really happy with the collaborations I did this year. I felt like they were relevant. I felt like my audience actually wanted these things too. They were helpful for you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not necessarily reaching out to these brands. I just check my emails, and then if their product aligns with my business, then I will share it with you guys, especially if I'm already using it. But yeah, one thing is, I was very tempted by a lot of brands. They wanted to send me cute stuff, but I had to make sure it aligns with what I do and that it's going to be helpful for you guys or something that you guys would genuinely want. So I'm very proud of myself. I think I had a lot of really good brand opportunities this year. Alright, so that's my 2024 recap for the highlights. That was the fun stuff, the best parts of the year. And now I'd like to kind of go over some mistakes I made this year, lessons that I've learned, things I wish I did differently, and hopefully this will help you guys too if you guys are small business owners as well. I don't want this 2024 video to like give you guys any pressure or make you feel like you didn't do enough or did too much in the year. This video isn't to, brag or make myself look high and mighty, because at the end of the day, I'm just an artist. Yes, I'm learning more about small businesses, but I have no background in any like business studies at all. I'm just an artist, and I've learned so much this year hiring people and growing this small business. So I'm gonna discuss a few mistakes that I made and like what I learned for 2024. Okay, let's go over some mistakes. The first one is that I definitely spread myself too thin this year. You can probably see my skin is not looking so great. I'm breaking out. My hair is frizzy. I'm not looking too hot, and that's because I spread myself too thin this year. I bit off more than I could chew, and that resulted in me not performing at my best at certain points in my business. First of all, Yes, I did hire people and delegated people to help me, but I did not anticipate the growth of my business to happen this quickly. And that resulted in my social media kind of suffering and my content probably not being at the highest quality that it should have been. And then me feeling burnt out and getting sick and not scheduling any breaks for myself very often or enough. I was so burnt out. I was very stressed this year. Nonetheless, I'm grateful. I think it was one of my more successful years as a small business. I reached numbers that I've never reached before, and it was incredible. But yeah, I spread myself too thin. I definitely did a quantity over quality when it comes to the conventions. So saying I went to 54 conventions is a great accomplishment, especially since I am still doing this part-time, but it was a quantity over quality situation. I could probably remove like 10 events that were not good for me. I luckily never made a loss at any of these cons, but there were a few shows where I just kind of broke even sending employees, and there was no reason to spend all that time and energy preparing for it, planning for it, sending employees to travel for me to very far away location. So like some of those trips were just not a good use of time, and partially it was because I tried a lot of new places selling. I sold in a lot of different states I've never been to, and I would have to cover the cost of U-Haul, paying the like 2 employees to work for me for like 5 days straight, the booth fees, the inventory, buying multiple displays. I would have 4 whole booth setups so that I can go to 4 different conventions during the same weekend. So that was a huge investment as well. Buying like all the shelves and banners and stuff. Not to include the actual supplies. I would bring hundreds of cups to one location. So if I would send employees, I would give them a certain amount each for each group. So I definitely spread myself too thin. Too thin. It was a quantity over quality, and yeah, it resulted in a couple of wasted trips, but I mean, you live and you learn. Now I know which events are worth my time, which ones I can send employees to, and then which ones I'm never going back to. Yes, so I definitely spread myself too thin. Along with hiring people, I could have hired them and delegated different tasks. Some of them were looking for like extra hours, and I probably should hire someone to help me with my videos because my posting cadence is everywhere. I don't have a set schedule for my YouTube anymore because YouTube got put on the back burner for me to focus on my products and my design. So spreading myself too thin was a huge mistake I made this year. A second one would be that I should have changed my social media strategy. For posting like 120 videos, yes, I did make some growth on social media, but not nearly as much growth as I made in 2022 and 2023. It's partially because of the quantity of my videos change. I definitely posted more videos in 2023, but that was pretty good quality content, if I do say so myself. I felt like all the topics were on point. I discussed all the different subjects I wanted to cover. Versus 2024, I was quiet. I felt so sad when my YouTube comments were like, "Oh, we miss you. Where have you been? You haven't posted in a while," because you guys make my brand what it is, and I want to show up for you guys better and be more responsible for my videos and make sure that I am giving you guys quality content that you still enjoy. So another one is I should have changed my social media strategy so that not only am I reaching new people, but also serving those that did subscribe, and make sure you guys are getting videos that you still enjoy. So yeah, another mistake is I should have changed my social media strategy. As of December, I've been doing a lot of research on what I'm going to do for Instagram and YouTube. Some people have suggested me to do threads. I'm a bit nervous about doing threads. I'm not sure if I'll do it. But yeah, I should have changed my social media strategy when it clearly wasn't as efficient. Third one, asking for help. I hired 5 people and that was great. They were all working for me part-time. But I could have definitely either given those people more tasks, or I could have hired additional folks to help me with things that weren't as important in my small business, like taking care of like customer service messages, or even a social media strategist might have been helpful. Yeah, so perhaps delegating help was another mistake I made this year. And then another mistake was that I went to way too many events. Again, I'm not doing 54 cons next year. That was insane. I felt like I had little to no free time because I was constantly traveling every single week. So I'm definitely going to shorten my list. There's no reason for me to do 54 events unless they're all worth my time and investment. So as of next year, I'm definitely going to cut that list. I'm going to remove events that were not as profitable and just stick to bigger shows. And then perhaps purchasing multiple booths at these larger shows. Just kind of see where my business expands from there. I may or may not make a 2025 resolution video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But yeah, those are my mistakes this year. I definitely spread myself too thin. I should have changed my strategy when the results were not showing, and delegating more help as my small business grows. Again, my small business is my baby and I want to do everything myself, but now that it's not just me anymore and my fiance has become more active in my small business, I I should I'm drawing a blank. I should prepare for that growth so that my small business can stay on the same trajectory. I want it to be exponential, but it's not going to be exponential. Business is up and down. You have your strong points, your weak points, and everything in between. So overall, I'm so thankful. 2024 has been one heck of a year. I think I've grown and learned so much as an artist and an entrepreneur, and I'm really excited for the new year. I'm very thankful for you all. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to live my dream as an artist, and I couldn't do it without you all. I can't believe that I get to draw for a living and sell my cutesy products and travel to all these cool places. So thank you so much for watching until the end. If you made it to the end, comment below a coffee emoji. I love to know the special amazing people who watch the entire video. Let me know if you guys are enjoying chatty videos like this, or if you prefer the Artist Alley vlogs. It was pretty easy for me to just sit down and chat with you all, so I'm enjoying the chatty content. Let me know if you want more of this, or if you prefer more vlog style stuff. Alright, but I'll stop chatting your ear off and see you guys in the next one. Bye!